Amara stood in front of the lecture hall mirror, adjusting her scarf to cover what others had cruelly called her potato neck. She remembered every whisper, every laugh that trailed her in the hallways of Greenfield University. "Did you see her thighs in that dress? Looks like she's hiding yams. She's pretty, but all that fat, waste of a face." Those words used to sting so much they made her skip lectures. She would cry herself to sleep and scroll through social media, wondering why she wasn't normal. But something shifted the day she met Halima in the library. Halima, tall and bony with large glasses that slid down her nose every 2 minutes, was always quiet. That day, their eyes met over a book titled Reclaiming Confidence. Amara offered a smile, and Halima returned a faint one. "Do you ever wish you could just disappear?" Halima whispered as they sat reading. Amara nodded. Almost every day. That night, they shared stories about bullies, fake compliments, and the ache of not being enough. But instead of wallowing in pity, something else sparked between them: solidarity. Amara had an idea. She spoke about starting a group somewhere safe for people like them to vent, to laugh, to belong. Halima agreed, and by the next week, they posted flyers across campus that read, "Tired of being body shamed? Join the Unseen Strength, a circle of support and self-empowerment." They expected maybe 4 or 5 people. 22 showed up. There was Kunal, mocked for his short stature and soft voice. Adaze, ridiculed for her acne-scarred face. Musa, whose weight had made him the butt of jokes in secondary school. More came each week. Some wept, others couldn't yet speak, but every one of them stayed. Together, they studied, helped each other with difficult courses, and held monthly meetings, where each member shared a memory of pain, and how they overcame it. They called them scar sessions, not to relive the trauma, but to honor the survival. With time, their confidence bloomed. Halima started blogging anonymously about their group, writing stories of their shared strength. The blog gained traction. By final year, their name, the Unseen Strength, was whispered with admiration, not mockery. What made them different wasn't just that they stood up to bullies, it was how they did it. Calm, united, and unshaken. When a student cracked a joke by body shaming a female lecturer, the group responded not with anger, but with an open letter, signed by hundreds, condemning the act and offering to host a body positivity workshop. That day, the vice-chancellor personally met with Amara and offered the university hall for their event. Over 500 students attended. Graduation came like a gentle sunrise. One by one, they entered the world: lawyers, engineers, designers, medical practitioners, but they didn't forget Amara, now a communications expert, reunited with Halima and Kunal 2 years later in a small cafe in Lagos.
If you're watching this video till this point,
it means you're enjoying it, and that makes me happy. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. That way, you'll never miss our next upload.
"It's time," Amara said. "We're stronger now, more visible. What if we take the unseen strength beyond campus walls?" They formed an NGO, keeping the name. Their mission: to fight body shaming through education, healing spaces, and empowerment. With funding from small businesses and support from alumni, they launched programs in secondary schools, trained peer counselors, and held annual retreats for body shame survivors. They partnered with psychologists and stylists to run mirror sessions, where people learned to love their reflection again. Their social media platforms exploded. Testimonies poured in. People wrote in from villages and cities, from countries across the continent. They told of how they'd always felt alone until they found the unseen strength, Years later, as Amara stood on the TEDx stage in a fitted Ankara dress she once would have feared to wear, she looked into the audience and saw scars not of shame, but of triumph. "My body," she said, voice steady, "was never the problem.
The problem was a world too afraid of difference. But we together rewrote the rules."
Applause thundered, but what truly moved her was the quiet nod from a young girl in the front row, holding her belly shyly, yet smiling like she finally belonged, because she did. Word of inspiration: you are not your reflection, you are your resilience. There will always be voices, some loud, some whispering in corridors, in comment sections, in family gatherings cloaked as concern. "You've added weight. Why are you so skinny? Your legs are too short. That scar makes you look ugly." They'll tell you you're not enough, not pretty enough, not fit enough, not worthy enough. But listen closely. There's another voice, quieter, but truer. It's yours. The world often measures beauty in filters and flaws, but your worth cannot be weighed in kilograms or counted in likes. You are not just a body. You are a soul clothed in skin that carries your story, your survival, your strength. They don't see the nights you cried in silence after laughing in public. They don't know the strength it takes to wear that dress. Step into that room. Walk into that mirror and not flinch. But you do. You've lived it. You fought battles no one clapped for. And you're still here. To anyone who's ever felt too much or not enough, this is for you. You are more than the labels they stuck on you. You are more than the photos they laughed at. You are more than the cruel nicknames that echoed louder than your name. You are becoming, and in your becoming, you will find others like you. People who've been bruised by words but never broken. When you stand with them, shame loses its power. There is healing in shared pain. There is strength in togetherness. So take up space. Speak louder. Wear what makes you feel alive. Surround yourself with those who see your light, not your flaws. And most importantly, forgive yourself for the days you believed them. You didn't know better, but now you do. Now you know that your body is not a battleground. It is a home, and every mark, curve, and line tells a story of survival. Now you know that you don't need to shrink to be loved. The right people will rise to meet you at your full size, your full truth. Now you know that beauty isn't a mold. It's a mirror that bends to the soul that stands before it. You may not feel strong every day. That's okay, but never forget. Even a quiet heart can carry thunder, and even the most broken voice can still sing. You are not your reflection. You are your resilience, and the world needs more of your light. So shine unapologetically, fiercely, and beautifully, because you were never meant to hide.